One thing I want people to know, once you give your life over to God, once you have a true surrenderance in the baptism, you get a light on your forehead in the spiritual realm. You have a light. And if you have that light and you don't use it correctly and you die, right? Because people, it's not once saved, always saved. That's from the pits of hell. Just because you got baptized and stuff, but you still eating off the fruit of Lucifer and the table of Lucifer, you're going to die, you're going to go to hell. This is not it's not a one saved, always saved. But one thing that sticks with you when you go to hell is that light on your head. But you know what that does? That makes your torture worse. That gives you a signal for the demons to attack you even more, because you really got the signature that you was a traitor to them because you was eating off their table. So they really gonna ridicule you and tear you apart. But that light lets you know you're a traitor, and it makes your light backfires on you if you misuse it. So remember, our Lord said that's what he was talking about when he said you better off being cold than lukewarm. That's what he meant. I'm trying to tell you, people, because you're going to be tagged in eternity with that light. But where you're going with that light makes you opposition beyond opposition. And you in enemy's dimension with no assistance, you cut off from our Father. So what you think is about to happen for you or to you? People, this is so real. So stop. Even, I don't want to hear nobody say, I don't gossip. Even if you listen to it, you're just as culpable. You're still going to get the same accountability. Even if you listen to it, you don't have to say anything. So move around. Be around people that gossip, because I'm telling you from my personal experience in hell, that was the biggest congregated section that I've seen, period. There's a section for fake pastors. The demon will torture them with so much exuberance and so much fun, it will blow your mind what they were doing to people.
Brother, I also wanted to ask you, when you saw those preachers in hell, did God tell you why they were there? For example, for not preaching against sin, for not preaching against hell, for not correcting their members who were in sinful ways?
Yeah, I saw the pastors that I saw in hell. They were there for, I remember it in detail. They were taking money, okay? They were having sex with their church members. They were watering down the word. A lot of them behind the scenes were practicing voodoo and Santeria, but then claiming Christianity, were invading the churches of people's minds, okay? They were also gossipers and slanderers. They also were competitive against other churches to knock other churches down. Yeah, so those are just 7 of the details of why those preachers and pastors that I saw were getting there, for sure. Those are the 7 major reasons why I saw. And I know for a fact. Yeah.
Okay. And so you said they were not preaching against sin. They were not correcting their church members who were engaged in willful sinning. They didn't say anything. They just kept quiet.
What they did, they were portals. Those pastors and preachers and deacons and bishops were letting the world into the church. They were slowly incorporating because they wanted numbers. A lot of them wanted more fame than to actually have the word to be famous. They wanted to fill in their pews for numbers instead of getting the word out. You know, so then they start compromising our Father's word. So then they made a little more elbow room. Okay, it's fine. A little more elbow room for the sake to have numbers, or for the sake for them to be a famous pastor or a preacher. So then they made more and more leeway for people to sin.